What's going on, Pokemon fans? Welcome back to my channel. Today we have another battle today, and it's going to be ETB versus ETB in the Scarlet and Violet era. So what we have today is we are going to have a Paldea Evolved versus a Twilight Masquerade. So let's get this started and have fun. Alright everybody, so I was able to get the Paldea Evolved and the Twilight Masquerade ETBs unboxed, so I have everything laid out here on the mat for me. Now, because these are ETBs, they do come with the promo cards, the Black Star promo cards. So this will be the first one you have. It's a Ogrepon card, which is really nice. Is big field. And then the one that I really like is going to be the Pikachu one that comes in the Paldea Evolved. So it's got Pikachu with the starters of Paldea. Very nice. In fact, it looks really, really good from a alignment and a quality standpoint. I don't see any issues with this. So this one I might actually get sent off to be graded. So I was kind of surprised because half the time you get these things and they're either tore up or there's damage to the edge or something like that. But got that done. But before we get into that, I actually picked up one of the first partner illustration ones that just were released. So I am going to actually open this one and see what we can get out of this and have some fun with this one before we start into the battle. Alright, so I got that one unboxed. Let's go ahead and do these before we do the actual battle, just to kind of see what we get out here. Yeah, you get some full illustration cards out of this one, which is going to be the starter one. So there's only 3 in that pack, so I'm not going to have the entire series. But as you know, I'm able to get some more of these first partner decks. I'll try to build out the actual set overall. So we're going to start with Phantasmal Flames. Who knows, maybe I'll get lucky with Phantasmal Flames, get another gold or another special illustration rare Charizard. I haven't opened up any Phantasmal Flames since I pulled those because there was no need to anymore. Ooh. Okay. Anyways, but for anybody that wants it, there's the redemption card. So we'll see what we get out of this one here. So starting with Murkrow, and we'll just go ahead and go through all these real quick. We got a Lotad, Wondrous Patch, and Miss Magus. Okay, so nothing special out of that one. I wasn't expecting anything special out of it, but it is what it is. And then the next one's going to be the Mega Evolution. See if we can get the Lucario out of this one. I don't think I will, but you never know. And then there's the redemption card for anybody that wants it. Alright, we'll just go through these real quick as well. We got a Luna, Kyogre, and a Mega Kangaskhan. Alright, not bad, not bad. Okay. So, put those off to the side as well. And then the one that we all want to see, which is going to be the First Partners 3-pack. Alright, which ones do we get? Awesome! We got Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. Very nice. Of all the ones you can actually get to start out with, those are the ones that everybody is trying to get. Sweet. I am happy with those. Awesome. And I will put those off to the side as well and get those put into sleeves later. Now for what everybody is here for. So let's go ahead and get started because I want to hope that I get that ever elusive crappy out of the Paldea Evolved. The Magikarp that everybody's going after. I'm going to start with Twilight Masquerade. Obviously both of these are going to have a lot of sought after cards. Twilight Masquerade is one of the lower end decks that nobody really cares too much about. Paldea Evolved, everybody likes that one because of the Magikarp. But let's go ahead and start with the Twilight Masquerade.
Round 1. Fight!
Alright, so Twilight Masquerade, this is going to be the first time opening the ETB myself. Again, there are some cards in here that are really nice that everybody's trying to go after. Greninja is going to be the top player in this one. Ungraded, it goes for about $275. Then there's a Perrin trainer card. The neat thing about that one is it's actually a 2-piece set where Perrin is actually got the camera and she's looking down, but you don't see what she's looking down at unless you look at the camera lens, and then you can actually see her Growlithe. And it's actually a 2-part, so the Growlithe is actually another card you can get out of the set. And you can see them here on the screen, but they're pretty neat. I'd actually like to get that one as well for my own personal collection, have the set. Eevee is actually another one you actually get. I think there's, what, 7 Eevees on it, I believe. And then there's a Chansey who's in a Pokemon Center. carrying some books. But this set doesn't really have too much in it overall. But we'll go ahead and start here with Ducklet being the first one. Again, EX is a higher what we're looking for. We're not going to do any hollows as the determination, and we're not going to do any promo cards as the determination as to who wins. We're just going to do however many pulls the most with EXs and higher. So starting out with Twilight Masquerade, we got Ducklet, Ninetales, Trivant, Emolga, a Love Ball, a Scolipede, Bellabolt, and the first one we're going to have is going to be a Tatsugiri and Clefairy with a Palfin. Okay, so that's one for Twilight Masquerade. Let's go with the next pack. But yeah, the Greninja would be really nice, and the Perrin set with the Eevee. I mean, I'm not going to get all of them in this set. I mean, I don't think my luck is that good, but, if I get it, great. If I don't, so be it. I'm here to have fun again. Okay, so starting off with the Corphish, and we have our first one being a, what is that, a Poltergeist and a Jinx, followed by an Alakazam. All right, so again, we don't count the hollows, so that one is not going to be added to the group, but we do still have one Palafin for Twilight Masquerade. But come on, Greninja and Perrin. Let's see if we can get those two special cards. All right, there's your redemption card for anybody that wants it. All right, starting out with a Frogadier. And we have, first one going to be a Love Ball, followed by a Abra, and an Ogerpon. Alright, nothing special again out of that one. Doesn't look like Twilight Masquerade is going to put up much of a fight. Now, if I get the Magikarp out of Paldea Evolved, it doesn't matter how many cards Twilight Masquerade pulled, they're going to win. So, alright, next one up, there's your redemption card for anybody that wants it. Alright, next up we're going to have starting Caretaker. Alright, then we're going to have Dreepy, followed by a Poliwrath, and Enamorus. Yeah, that's what everybody wants, Enamorus. Okay. Alright, next Twilight pack. So, after this one, I think my next set that I'm going to be opening up is going to be the perfect order. I do have an ETB and two booster packs, or two booster bundles, coming out. So that's going to be what, 6, 12, 21 packs I'm going to be able to open. I'm not going to do a battle with that one. I'm just going to do the opening of it so everybody can kind of see what we get. And I dropped all those. Alright, luckily I didn't drop anything that was special. Alright, so we're going to start off with the Bellybolt, followed by a Lampent, and we have a Dragapult EX. Alright, so that puts Twilight up by 2. Alright, there is the redemption card for anybody that wants it. Alright, starting off with a Ducklet. Ninetales, Trivant, Molga, Lucky Hat, or Lucky Helmet. Is it actually going to be lucky in this deck? And the first one's going to be a Phantump with a Sandygast, and very nice, we have a full art. I believe that is a shiny card of Macargo. Awesome. Very, very nice, very nice. Wonderful job there. All right. Next one. So we have 3 cards to go with this one, and let's see what we get out of this one here. So there is the redemption card for anybody that wants it. And we have, starting off with a Chimecho, however you want to pronounce it. And then we got Chimchar. And the first one's going to be a bug catching set, followed by, very nice, a full art. Full art. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Cramorant. Nice. Very, very nice. Alright. Followed by a Sinistra. Sweet. Twilight Masquerade has definitely picked it up these last few decks. Paldea Evolved is absolutely atrocious with pulls, so I don't think Paldea Evolved is going to catch up. All right, well, the next one is going to be your redemption card there for anybody who wants it. And starting off with a Frogadier. And we are going to have a Spinnerack, followed by a Poliwag and a Walking Wake. All right. Last pack magic. All right, am I going to get the Greninja? I don't think I will, but I will be just as happy with an Eevee or a Parent to go with it. So, last pack here we have, there's your redemption card for anybody that wants it. Starting off with a Farfetch'd. Alright, we are going to have a Kilowattrel, followed by a Hawlucha and a Heatran. Alright, so that's it for Twilight Masquerade. Twilight Masquerade, we were able to get the Cramorant full, followed by a Magcargo shiny, and then we had 2 EX, Dragapult, and a Palafin. So we are got 4 for Twilight Masquerade. Nice job, Twilight Masquerade.
Round 2. Fight!
Up, we are going to do Paldea Evolved. Again, Paldea Evolved is most noticeably known for the Magikarp. There are some other cards in here too. You know, there's a Raichu that is really nice as a full art. There is a Mosshold, and then a Iono, and then a Tyranitar. There's some other full arts in here as well, but the Magikarp is going to be the big one that everybody is really going after. The Magikarp by itself is like $277 raw, and then I think it's like $1,000, somewhere around there if it's graded as a 10. But let's go ahead and start with this. The Elite Trainer boxes, you can still buy them, obviously. The Paldea Evolved ones, usually around about $150 if you can buy them in store. Not sure what they are going for online right now. The Pokemon Center boxes, those are like $500 or $600 a piece. There's your redemption card for the first set. And then the Twilight Masquerade ETBs, those are like, you know, $80, give or take, somewhere around there. Yeah, $80 for the regular one, and then $150 plus for the Pokemon Center one. Booster backs and booster bundles, you know, obviously are cheaper than that. So, but anyways, let's go ahead and start off with our Paldea Evolved and see if we get lucky enough to get our Magikarp. I have opened up some Paldea Evolves in the past, but I have never gotten anything special out of them. So we will see if I get something special here. Followed by a Calamitous and a Mimikyu. Mimikyu is actually pretty cool. I love his just overall design by default. And a Wigglytuff Holo. Alright, starting out terrible with the Paldea Evolved. Alright, there's the card for anybody that wants it. And we are starting off with a Super Rod. And we are going to go with a Wingull, followed by a Pineco and a Abomasnow. So nothing there either. So is Paldea Evolved going to catch up at the end? Or are they just going to be absolutely terrible like they always are? Okay. Card for anybody that wants it. Alright, starting off with another Super Rod. Mr. Viss. And we are going to have a Choice Belt, followed by a very nice full art Orthworm. I have never seen that one before, but okay. Very nice. Oh, and an EX on the same pull. Nice. We are 2 and 4 at this point. Very nice. Well done, Paldea Evolved. All right. Let's, you know, hopefully this Orthworm is a good sign. Now that we have the worm to actually bait the Magikarp, let's see if that's a sign for us that we're going to get the Magikarp now. There is the redemption card for anybody that wants it. All right, Mr. Worm, come on, get that Magikarp for us. Starting off with a Voltorb. And we are going to have our first one being a Pelipper, followed by a Slackoth and a Rabsca. All right. So the worm did not work for us on that one. But who knows? We still got some more packs. All right, come on, come on, come on, come on. I wonder if these, based on the picture, I wonder if since they're in the desert there, I wonder if these are the baby worms of those worms on Dune, on the movie Dune. All right, so anyways, there's the redemption card for anybody that wants it. And we are starting out with a Fletchling. And we are going to have a Great Ball, followed by Giacomo and a full art Ting Lu. Okay, awesome. We are 3 at 4 now. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Paldea Evolved is catching up. All right, are we going to have an upset here? Is Paldea Evolved, within the 4 packs we have left, going to win? There is the redemption card for anybody that wants it. And starting off with a Tandem Mouse. And we are going to have a Larvitar, followed by a Shinx and... Sableye. Okay. Didn't get anything out of that one. Alright. 3 packs left. Alright, Paldea Evolved. Just need one to tie it. Just need one to tie it. Alright, there is the redemption card for anybody that wants it. Alright, starting off with a Wingull. And we are going to go into a Luxio, followed by a Clavel and a Baxcalibur. Alright. Again, nothing out of that one. Come on, Paldea Evolved. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Redemption card for anybody that wants it. And starting off with a Phalanx. We are going to have a Saguaro and a Slaking, followed by, very nice, a Grusha. Awesome. Trainer full art. Nice, nice. All right. That is wonderful. We are tied, everybody. Are we seriously going to come down to a tie? Oh my gosh. We are going to have a tie probably. Last pack. Is this going to be the magic for Paldea Evolved? There's the redemption card. Are we going to pull a card for the win? Starting off with Mastiff. We are going to have a Grusha again. And Primeape, followed by... Alright, it's up to this card. Oh, a Slaking. Dang. Alright, everybody, there we go. We have a...
Round tie.
Awesome. Tie. Alright, so, to kind of reiterate what we have, Paldea Evolved gave us a Grusha, a Ting-Lu, an Orthworm, and a Meowscarada. Ugh. Say that 20 times fast. And then our Twilight Masquerade gave us a Palafin, a Dragapult, Lucario, and a Cramorant. So, again, we have a tie. Everybody, thank you for joining me here. Have a great day, and I will see you on my next one, which should be the Perfect Order ETB unboxing.